Namaste, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Matt. This is my wife Jody, and today, at the time of this recording, it's March 15th. It's a very emotional day. 3 years ago, my dad passed through suicide on this very day, and every time we come around this time, it's always very emotional for myself, for my family, my siblings. And it's just a harder period. So today I'm offering you a class focusing on grief. And I know because I've went through it and I'm still grieving pretty much every day, it can kind of be a temptation to reach out for things to make us feel better. And those things can be sometimes unhealthy, like drugs, alcohol, binge eating. So today I'm offering you an alternative, and we're not going to be trying to move away from pain. We're going to try to embrace the emotions of grievance and going through this class with positive intention of remembering whoever passed around us with the most and best beautiful memories you have in your mind. And that will allow you to cope better and go through the process of grieving. Moving away from pain will certainly not make it disappear. So embracing it, accepting it, and working on it every day through various mechanisms like Yin Yoga will help you to stay strong. So sorry I'm getting emotional. Let's close our eyes, sit up straight. Let's calm our mind and body as usual, focusing on our breath. So we're going to do deep inhales through the nose, deep exhales through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose, and deep exhale through the nose. So as you keep breathing, I think that for myself, what really helped me was understanding that everyone dies one day and that going through grief is just a process that you will have to do at some point in time with anybody around you. So when I understood that and I was able to dissociate my emotions from the fact that my dad committed suicide and just embrace the process as I remember him deeply for all the good that he did. So if that helps you or resonate with you today, please take my advice and just focus on the beautiful memories and the good times instead of the pain of missing that person in your life. And it was ultimately the passing of my dad that led me to this path of wellness, that got me to do my Yin Yoga teacher course, and that got me to create this beautiful channel for all of you. So in a way, I thank him every day for that. He is the reason I am here with you today and for the past 2 years. So you can slowly open your eyes, and as you can see, I am crying, but this is just the emotions coming out. And if you are crying too, just allow the crying to keep on going, and it's a way to make you feel better, so no worries about it. So for today's class, we're gonna need 2 blocks. If you don't have them, I forgot to mention because my train of thoughts was somewhere else, but just pause this video, grab your 2 blocks, and come back on the mat. So we're gonna turn away from the blocks, and we're just gonna make a T intersection with our blocks. So we're gonna go into supported fish, and 1 block will land in the middle of our spine, the other one will be at the top for support for our head. So once you have that T section created, we're gonna take one big inhale, and on the exhale, we're gonna lower ourselves down, landing the first block in the middle of our spine, and then coming all the way down so that our head rests on the other block. And from here, we're gonna bring the sole of our feet together, going into butterfly. So this is called supported fish, throwing in a butterfly in there for us to feel much better. So here you can reconnect with your breath, find stillness, and allow yourself to observe your emotions from a distant point of view. Instead of becoming the emotion, allow it to pass. And from my experience, there is no way to escape grief other than going through it with everything that comes with it. And on your next exhale, you can push yourself back up, closing your knees, and just making your way to this seated position very slowly. Taking a moment here to just relax. Taking a few breaths. And when you're ready, you can place the blocks aside. We're just gonna come to our knees. And from here, we're just gonna untuck the toes, keeping our knees aligned with our hips. You might wanna place a block sideways at the top. This is gonna be to support your head. So from here, we're gonna be going into thread the needle. So we're gonna be taking one big inhale, raising the right arm up and back. Exhale, we're gonna scoop it around right underneath the left arm as we lower ourselves down into that right shoulder And this is where the block can feel good to support the side of your head as you place the left hand in front of you for support. So this feels really good here. And once you find that sweet spot where you can hold stillness, just reconnect with your breath and soften up into it. If you want to bring your head all the way down to the floor, by all means go for it. You can take the block aside and bring that side of your head to the floor. And we can slowly push through our left hand, coming all the way up, releasing the twist. And from here, when you're ready, we're going to take one big inhale, raising the left arm up and back. Exhale, we're going to scoop it around, placing our body weight on that left shoulder, extending the right arm in front of us, and then bringing the forehead to rest on the block or on the floor, whatever feels best for you in the moment being. If you find that you are moving your hips forward, try to move them back and realign them with your knees. So as you are holding those positions, try to remember all the good memories that you have with this deceased person. All the good times you guys had together. Refocusing on the good instead of the bad will help you go through the process of grieving. And we can push through the right arm, releasing the left one, and coming all the way up. So from here, we're going to be going into sleeping swan. So basically, we're just going to take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the left knee behind the left wrist, extending the right leg behind ourselves. And then with the right hand, you can move that left shin forward towards the front of your mat. And here, if you want, you can place a block for support underneath your left glute, or not if you want to go deeper within this position. So moving your hips forward and down, raising your upper torso here. We're just going to take a moment to allow our glute to open up. And once you feel that your glute is softening up into the position, as it is for myself right now, I'm going to take one big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to lower myself down to my forearms. You might want to place your palms one on top of the other. Bring the forehead to rest on the back of your hands. Just remember to try to square off your hips here. And then you can place your belly button in contact with that left chin. And just refocusing on your breath here. And when you're ready, you can push yourself back up, walking your hands back as you raise your upper torso. And then we can release that left leg. Might feel good to move your hips back. Do little circles or wiggle them left to right, whatever feels good. And when you're ready, you're going to take one big inhale here. Exhale, bring the right knee behind the right wrist, extending the left leg, using the left hand to grab the right foot and move your shin forward, squaring off your hips, placing your hands on the floor, and then just holding stillness here as we allow tension in the right glute to dissipate before we make our way down. So when you're ready, one big inhale again. Exhale, lower yourself down onto your forearms. Again, you can flare out your elbows, placing your palms one on top of the other. And then bringing your forehead to rest on the back of your hands as you connect your belly button with the right shin. We hold a lot of emotions in our hips and glute area. If you feel those emotions coming out, just allow them to leave those tight areas. Observe them pass by and let them vanish. Today is all about embracing our emotions instead of trying to run away from them, which never fixes anything. And I'm going to invite you to slowly push yourself back up out of this asana, and then releasing the right leg when you're ready. So from here, we're going to be making our way to our back. So if your knees are in the middle of the yoga mat, you can cross your ankles behind yourself, rolling back down onto your glutes, and then you can extend your legs in front of you, moving yourself up, and then lowering yourself down. So from here, we're going to be going into reclined twist. And we're going to take the right leg, we're going to cross it over the left knee, aligning our knees together. We're going to shift our hips to the right, and we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, using the left hand on the exterior edge of the right knee, we're going to move our hips to the left side. And trying to keep both shoulder blades in contact with the floor. You can look up to the ceiling, or you can extend the right arm to the right and then look right. So this shit feels really good for your spine. And then crossing the legs provide a different variation to how this feels. So on your next exhale, you can bring your hips back in line with your body, uncrossing your legs. And from here, it might feel good to just wiggle your knees left to right, which massages the low back. Feels good for the hips. And when you're ready here, we're going to cross the left leg over the right one. And then we're going to lift our hips up, shift them to the left, place the right hand on the exterior edge of the left knee. And then we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to move our hips to the right, keeping your shoulder blades in contact with the floor. You can put some pressure on that left knee with the right hand, just so that you can kind of place yourself into the asana. And from here again, you can be looking up to the ceiling, or you can extend your left arm to the left and then look left for a deeper sensation. So on your next exhale, we can bring our hips back to the center, uncrossing our legs very slowly, aligning our pelvis with our upper body, and then wiggling our hips left to right. And once you feel you got the release you needed from the windshield wiper motion, I'm going to invite you to extend your legs in front of you and placing the back of your hands on the floor. We're going to be going into Savasana, our final position for today's Yin Yoga class on grief and grieving. can slowly make your way to the seated position with us, coming out of this beautiful class. So I hope you guys feel much better. Thanks for joining us on this emotional day. Sorry for the crying. I needed to get some emotions out, but this is why we did this class today. If you are grieving or you're going through some difficult times right now, just always know that you're not alone. You can reach out to anybody that you love or anybody that can support you. And if you don't have anybody, I'll be there for you. My email is yinyogawithmatt@gmail.com. Send me a quick email and I'll jump on a Zoom call and make sure to be there for you in a period of difficulties. So, as I'm saying, you're not alone, and if you are, I'm there for you. All right, hands at the heart. Let's close our eyes. One big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bow forward. Namaste, guys. Take care of yourself, your well-being, your mental health. And we'll see you on the next class. Well, actually, I'm going to surgery tomorrow, so I'll see you in 6 weeks. But there's going to be a few classes for you guys to watch in the meantime. All right, bye. Have a good day.